I want to get you out the door with every result from every league in under 15 minutes, so that you're more informed about what's going on in the world of sports.
Hey TJ, what's going on? I'm Chandler and this is Tiger Beat Sports.
Hey everybody, I'm Chandler Sports and this is the Sport Report.
And I'm Chandler and this is Tiger Beat Sports. Welcome to a special edition of this all crazy sports newscast.
Broadcasting from somewhere in the United States.
Hit it, Blaze.
Welcome to the Sport Report.
Monday, March 18th, 2019.
Hey everybody, I'm Chandler with Sports, and this is the Sport Report. It's time to get you caught up on what's happening in the world of sports. This is Top of the Order.
In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened.
This is Top of the Order.
Yesterday afternoon, Greg Gumbel announced the NCAA March Madness bracket. The full bracket will be up on the website sometime today. The number one seeds include 3 ACC teams in Duke, Virginia, and North Carolina. Gonzaga rounds out the 1 seed line. There will be questions about why teams made it, where teams are headed, and where they play, etc. Some of those questions will be answered during my appearance on the Stephen Tubbs Show later today. I'll have more information on the Sport Report Twitter page and even my own Chandler with Sports Twitter page once we get the time nailed down, or at least a time frame. Hopefully, you can tune in. Now, let's move to the hardwood.
For the win! Gone! He did it! We're down to 2, now to 1. Here's Jordan. Yes!
One of the greatest clutch playoff performers of his generation has apparently done it again.
Around the NBA.
Last night, the NBA had an 8-game slate. The New York Knicks found a way to get the 124-123 home win over the LA Lakers. LeBron James found his game and provided his team a much-needed spark in the loss, with 33.6 rebounds and 8 assists for the Lakers. Emmanuel Mudiay compiled a stat line of 28 points, 2 rebounds, and 8 assists for the Knicks. The Miami Heat showed some swag in a low-scoring affair with that 93-75 home win versus the Charlotte Hornets. Jeremy Lamb found a way to showcase his skills as he had 21 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist for Charlotte. And Dwayne Wade proved his doubters wrong with 17 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists for the Heat. The Philadelphia 76ers picked up a nice 130-125 road win against the Milwaukee Bucks. Joel Embiid and the Greek Freak went head-to-head. Embiid had 40 points, 15 rebounds, and 6 assists for the Sixers. And Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak, showed up with 52 points, a career high, 16 rebounds, and 7 assists for Milwaukee. The Detroit Pistons managed to grab a 110-107 win over the Toronto Raptors. Kawhi Leonard, on his way to a dominating performance, had 33 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists for the Raptors. Blake Griffin mixed in 25 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists for the Pistons. The Orlando Magic fought for the 101-91 win against the Atlanta Hawks. Dwayne Dedmon helped out his team en route to the loss. 10 points, 14 rebounds, and 2 assists for the Atlanta Hawks. Nikola Vucevic had a 2020 game with 27 points, 20 rebounds, and 3 assists for the Orlando Magic. The Sacramento Kings got a 129-102 win against the Chicago Bulls. Zach LaVine outperformed expectations a little bit with 18 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists for the Bulls. Marvin Bagley III merged together 21 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists for the Sacramento Kings. The Houston Rockets crushed the Minnesota Timberwolves by 15, 117-102. Taj Gibson put the defense in a spin cycle with 15 points and 10 rebounds off the bench. He also threw in an assist for the Timberwolves. Chris Paul got his act together and put together 25 points, 7 rebounds, and 10 assists for that double-double for the Houston Rockets. The LA Clippers were worn out but got the 119-116 win versus the Brooklyn Nets. D'Angelo Russell helped his team seal the game with 32 points, 5 rebounds, and 10 assists for the Nets. Lou Williams included 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists, and a buzzer beater from way downtown, Steph Curry range, for the LA Clippers. The NBA standings are as follows. Milwaukee Bucks still lead the Eastern Conference even though they lost to the Sixers. Toronto Raptors in second. Sixers are in third. Pacers in fourth. Celtics in fifth. Pistons in sixth. Brooklyn Nets in seventh. Miami Heat in eighth. Heat lead the Magic by a game and the Hornets by 2. In the Western Conference, the Golden State Warriors are into the playoffs. Denver Nuggets are behind them. Houston Rockets in third. Portland Trailblazers in fourth. Oklahoma City Thunder in fifth. San Antonio Spurs in sixth. Utah Jazz in seventh, who are tied with the LA Clippers, who technically are in the 8th spot, but they have played 2 more games than the Utah Jazz. The Sacramento Kings are 6 games back of the 8th spot in the West. Tomorrow's matchups in the NBA are as follows. The Detroit Pistons are at the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Utah Jazz travel to Capital One Arena to face the Washington Wizards. Denver Nuggets are at the Boston Celtics, New York Knicks at the Raptors, Heat at the Thunder, Warriors at the Spurs, Pelicans at the Mavericks, Bulls at the Suns, and the Pacers at the Trailblazers in the nightcap. Now we transition to the ice.
Back in front door, shot, scores! Bobby O from Sanderson! Beto! Rebound chance in front. Taking is there, puck up free, score! Score!
5 seconds left in the game. Do you believe in miracles? Yes! Unbelievable.
Around the NHL.
The NHL had 7 games on the schedule. The Colorado Avalanche routed the New Jersey Devils 3-0 with that home win. Nobody scored for New Jersey, but Corey Schneider had 31 saves for the Devils. Tyson Barrie served up his squad 2 goals, 8th and 9th goals of the season for him. Philip Grubauer had 22 saves for the Colorado Avalanche. The Buffalo Sabres managed to grab a 4-3 home win against the Blues. Braden Shen tallied up his 14th goal of the season, and Jake Allen had 31 saves for the Blues. Johan Larsson helped out his team by scoring his 6th goal of the season, and Carter Hutton had 30 saves for the victorious Buffalo Sabres. The New York Islanders fought for the 3-2 road win over the Minnesota Wild. Jordan Eberle recorded his 14th goal of the season, and Thomas Greiss had 32 saves for the Islanders. Zach Parise gave his team his 25th goal of the season, and Alex Stalock had 17 saves for the Minnesota Wild. The Vancouver Canucks came out on top of the 3-2 road win versus the Dallas Stars. Tim Schaller notched his 1st and 2nd goals of the season. Jacob Markstrom had 44 saves for the Vancouver Canucks. Jamie Benn supplied his 26th goal of the season, and Anton Khudobin had 25 saves for the Dallas Stars. Philadelphia Flyers ended up with a 2-1 road win at the PPG Paints Arena against the Penguins in a Philadelphia versus Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania battle. Sean Couturier registered his 29th goal of the season, and Carter Hart had 41 saves for the Flyers. Teddy Bluger had his 4th goal of the season, and Matt Murray had 36 saves for the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Anaheim Ducks got the 3-2 win over the Florida Panthers. Aaron Ekblad totaled his 13th goal of the season for Florida, and Sam Montembeault had 19 saves for the Panthers. Adam Henrique had his 17th goal of the season, and John Gibson had 37 saves for the Anaheim Ducks. Finally, in the last game of the night, the Golden Knights got the 6-3 win over the Edmonton Oilers. Leon Draisaitl put in another good outing with his 43rd goal of the season, and Mikko Koiskinen had 28 saves for the Oilers. Mark Stone totaled his 31st goal of the season. Jonathan Marchessault had 2 goals as well. Malcolm Subban had 16 saves for the Golden Knights. We take you to the NHL standings. The NHL standings haven't really changed that much. In the Atlantic Division, it's the Tampa Bay Lightning, Boston Bruins, and Toronto Maple Leafs. In the Metropolitan Division, the Washington Capitals and New York Islanders are tied for the lead with 91 points. Pittsburgh Penguins are 3 points behind them, and they've played a game more. In the wild card, it's Carolina in the 1 spot and Columbus in the 2 spot. Montreal trails by 3 points of Columbus in that second wildcard spot. In the Western Conference, the Winnipeg Jets lead the Nashville Predators by a point with 2 games at hand. St. Louis Blues are 6 points behind Winnipeg, but 3rd in the Central Division. In the Pacific Division, it's the Vegas Golden Knights in 3rd, San Jose Sharks in 2nd, and the Calgary Flames in 1st. Calgary has clinched a playoff spot with 10 games to play. In the wild card, the Dallas Stars hold on to that first wild card spot 2 points behind the St. Louis Blues after that shootout loss to Vancouver this evening. The Arizona Coyotes are 2 points behind the Dallas Stars. They hold on to the second wild card spot. Minnesota is a point behind Arizona. Chicago is 5 points behind Arizona, and the Colorado Avalanche are 4 points behind Arizona. The Blackhawks have played 1 less game, the Wild have played 1 more game, and the Avalanche have the same amount of games remaining. They have 10 remaining. Tomorrow's NHL matchups are as follows. The Arizona Coyotes and the Tampa Bay Lightning will go head-to-head. Vancouver Canucks travel to the United Center to take on the Blackhawks. Winnipeg Jets are at the LA Kings, and the Vegas Golden Knights are on the second half of the back-to-back as they head to San Jose to face the Sharks.
That's the Sport Report for Monday, March 18th, 2019.
For now, I'm Chandler.
Thanks for tuning into the Sport Report today. We'll be back tomorrow with the latest in sports. Do you want to contact Chandler with Sports, have thoughts on sports, or have questions about advertising on the Sport Report? Email sportreportcws@gmail.com. This podcast is copyrighted by the Sport Report for viewers to understand sports from a news reporting basis. Any other use of this podcast, Sport Report logos, or anything associated with this podcast without the express written consent of Chandler with Sports is strictly prohibited.